So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for the album?
Yeah, we went in with like just some chunks of songs and riffs and very like not very much at all, honestly. We spent January through March in Florida with Andrew Wade, um, writing most of it, and then we recorded a big chunk of it there as well.
Mhm.
But but yeah, it wasn't easy, honestly. Like there was a couple times, well, one time specifically when we were writing that like we were all kind of like, yeah, I don't know if we got this.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah, like it was yeah, we definitely kind of hit a wall at one point where it was like felt like it wasn't coming together.
Hmm.
And it was very tense, honestly, for about a week. Like everyone felt a little like, yeah, I don't know if we're doing it here, I don't know if this doesn't feel like it.
Hmm.
Um, and it wasn't until we kind of like talked about it and we broke down a lot of walls and we were
Hmm.
just kind of like stop trying to write the best real friend song ever, like the catchiest song and like the most memorable. Like, let's write songs that just like make you feel something and that are
Hmm.
more leaning on emotion than anything.
Yeah.
Um, and it started to come together after we were like, everyone kind of saw the vision more. And
Hmm.
I think also it came together when we started trusting each other more,
Hmm.
not everyone questioning every step of like this riff or like this line in this song, like
Yeah.
think it could be better or whatever, like just being like, okay, like, like I write a lot of the lyrics and it was like, maybe there's a lyric that someone didn't like, but it was like, yo, like I like it, like let's sit on it, like I believe in it, like trust me,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like Dave or Eric, our guitar players, it's like, yeah, that riff's kind of cool. I don't know. Like, it's like letting them be like, well, I like it. So,
Hmm.
like, I want to keep, it's like just leaning on that more.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We've been doing this a long time, but it, it's funny how you learn more and more things, like, even though we've been doing it a long time, it's like learning to trust each other, like 14
Hmm.
years in,
Yeah.
you'd think that you kind of like got that already, but like we kind of didn't until this album came together, honestly.
Yeah. So you mentioned that like the roadblock was kind of like trying to basically like write the best real friend song ever, and then there was like that realization. So was that like the ultimate roadblock, and like why you guys were butting heads was like you wanted to write the best real friend song for the record, or was it something else?
It was kind of honestly like past things put in our brain,
Hmm.
Hmm.
of like, um, I don't know, like we did a lot of co-writing before we did this record, and it was
Hmm.
kind of honestly like uninspiring. And like we've always done a lot of co-writing for all of our records, and there was something about it. I felt like we kind of hit a wall,
Yeah.
and like I think a lot of the people, very talented people we were writing with and stuff, but um yeah, a lot of them I just felt like it just wasn't what we wanted to do. It was kind of
Hmm.
more like pop oriented, like
Yeah.
things and like just lyrics that I felt like I always felt like we went into a writing session and I felt like my lyrics were almost getting like watered down. You
Gotcha.
know,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, these lyrics are like too sad or like too heavy. It's like, well, like these are real, you
That's
know?
the point. That's
Exactly.
the point.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And I think it was when it all kind of clicked when we were like, yo, like people don't listen to real friends to hear the same thing that they hear when they listen to like Taylor Swift or
Yeah.
like Machine Gun Kelly or these all awesome artists and awesome bands, and like I see why they're popular and stuff, but
Mhm.
like
Hmm.
but like I was just like real people listen to real friends to like be like, damn, I'm sad and like I feel that I'm not alone. And it was
Yeah.
like when we started leaning on that, which I kind of always knew, but you kind of forget that sometimes. It's like you get caught up in these things where you're like trying to just like you're trying too hard almost. You're just leaning on these different things. It was like just not a clear vision.
Hmm.
Mhm.